Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome back to our capital ship knockout competition. Today is the 8th and final battle of the winners round 2. So we started off with 32, then we had 16 and we're now doing the last battle of that 16. Today is going to be the Imperial Japanese Navy Kongo versus the United States Navy New York. Let's remind ourselves of how they got here. Kongo had, for me, a very memorable battle against the Italian Andrea Doria battleship. Andrea was winning and made a last-minute mistake. I don't know if you guys can remember, Cork was sailing her, and then suddenly Kongo took the lead and Kongo went through. New York was against one of the Fuso sisters, and I can't remember that battle at all. Do either of you remember that battle?
Nope.
Essentially, Fuso's almost a World War I battleship, so New York is another World War I battleship, but she's had a 1940s refit, so she just won because she was more modern.
So first, USS New York in a 1942 fit. As Davros said, she was a World War I ship commissioned 1914, obviously modernised for World War II. Dimensions as we have them here, a very stout 573 feet by a fairly narrow 95 feet in the beam. Displacement 29,000 tons. Max speed, a very World War I, 21 knots. Crew 1,042. 2 in class, New York and Texas. Weapons. She has an interesting arrangement of 10 14-inch guns by 50 caliber long. That's 2 barrels, 2 barrels, 2 hidden away here in the middle, 2 barrels and 2 barrels. So interesting arrangement. Max range 36,000 yards. Reload time 35 seconds. Secondary guns, 2 types. First type, 6, so 3 per side, presumably the casemates there. 5-inch gun by 51 long caliber, that's a Mark 9. Reload time, a moderately slow 7.5 seconds. The secondary dual-purpose guns are 9, and I'm not sure where they're spaced, so we'll try and find them later. 3.9 inches at 50 long caliber, 15,000 yards range. It's very rare that we do a battle now that gets within that kind of range, so we probably won't see them. Reload time of a decent 4 seconds. Sensors and armour. We do have a very good surface search radar, can search up to 32 nautical miles. Now she's an old ship obviously. How integrated is that radar into her fire control? I don't know. This is where we need Drakeneville here to tell us really, don't we? I don't know.
She was actually the first American ship to be fitted with radar, one of the very first in the world to be fitted with radar, any manually integrated into fire direction. So there's no automatic systems taking the raw readouts to the guns, but somebody would have read the plot and then directed the guns.
Duly noted. It'll be interesting to see how that was modelled. It is all modelled, viewers, but we don't see the background, what's going on, so okay. Armour. Belt is 12 inches, deck is 4.3 inches, magazine is 12 inches, turret 14 inches, bridge 12 inches, and superstructure essentially none at 1 inch. And Kongo, who has an interesting history. 4 Kongos were built, the first by the British and sold to the Japanese. We're not sure whether to call her a battleship or a battle cruiser, because like a lot of ships, they are both. It started out life, I believe, as a battle cruiser and was modernised to a battleship. So I guess I'm going to call it a battleship today. Dimensions, pretty long, 728 feet long by 102 feet in the beam. Displacement, much more, 36,500 tons. Max speed 30.5 knots, so battle cruiser speed. Crew 1,650. It says 1 in the class, but that's not correct. Obviously, there were 4 in the class, and the first was commissioned at pretty much the same time at the outbreak of World War I. She has 8 14 inches, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Smaller caliber, 45 long caliber, less muzzle velocity than the American, and less range, 34 kilo yards. A better reload time of 30 seconds, so less guns but better reload time. Secondary guns, 2 types. First type, not dual purpose, 8, 4 per side, 6 inches by 50 long caliber, a respectable 21 kiloyards. That may play in today, we'll see, but with a very dismal 12-second reload time. Be interesting to know why that is. Tertiary guns, dual purpose, 12, 6 per side, 5 inches, that's pretty good, by 40 long caliber, 16 kiloyard range. Dual purpose, yes. Reload time, lazy 7.5 seconds, guys. In terms of sensors and armour, She does have a surface search radar, almost certainly not integrated into fire control, as ever is stand to be corrected. Belt, a miserable 8 inches. Presumably that comes from her route as a battle cruiser. Viewers, let me know that. Deck, a bit better, 5.2 inches. Magazine, 12 inches. Turret, pretty dismal, 9 inches. Bridge, 10 inches. Superstructure, almost nothing, at 1.5 inches. Next, let's look at armour penetration values. So, prepared by Davros, we have the Japanese 14x45 Type 91 gun. So the Japanese at 20 kiloyards can penetrate about 12.5 inches of side armour. At 30 kiloyards, 9 inches of side armour. In terms of deck, about not much penetration. That's interesting. About 2.5 inches at 20 kiloyards. Obviously, it's all about the trajectory. New York, we have 20 kiloyards, so that is about the same, about 13-inch side, 30, about the same, about the 9-inch side. Deck, we have about 2.5 inch there, and 30, we have about 5-inch there. I mean, they're pretty similar performance. I'll make a quick apology, but it's not really an apology. A lot of you guys say, hey, if you're going to make these videos and send them out to thousands of people, at least get your guys to use decent microphones. It's not that easy, viewers. I get my guys whenever I can get my guys. If it's the morning, the afternoon, I'm just happy to get my guys. Sometimes they're not even at home. Dirty at the moment is driving, and he's had to pull into a service station just to do this, so he's not going to have a good mic. That's the reality of doing this, I'm afraid, and we're just doing the best we can with what we have. Finally, we have to make our predictions, guys. We've got 2 1913/14 vessels, one a battle cruiser come battleship, one a pure battleship, one faster, the Kongo, one more guns, the American, one probably better fire control, the American, but we'll see, one more secondary guns, the Kongo. This for me is a straight 50-50.
New York, if it can hit the funnel and just keep at a secondary range.
Yeah, I think if New York starts with HE and tries to flatten some efficiency and takes out the speed on the Kongo, she might have a chance of staying at about 20-25 yards, 1,000 yards, and smashing her. Otherwise, I think Kongo's just going to blaze in and do short-range demolition job.
I suspect this is actually going to be a really good battle, viewers. Stand by. Right, viewers, off we go. We're going to have Dirty in New York from a side station in the middle of frigging Norway, service station. We're going to have Davros, Kongo, New York. Orders, please.
90 degrees left, HE, full spot.
Do you want a hard rudder,
Yeah.
Roger?
How much do we want to be demonetised?
I said, don't make me laugh today. We've all had rough nights, viewers. So, Kongo, orders before I unpause, please.
I'm going to pretend that I can't see the manoeuvring. Okay, so let's put some reality into it. I'm just going to go flat out at the moment, straight for New York.
Roger, gunnery orders, please.
For the moment, we'll have HE loose spot, please.
And we're off. And it looks like it's going backwards. Is it going backwards? No, that was the back. I told you we've had a rough night. Oh, baby whistle, night viewers.
You're going to kill yourself.
There's a huge seaplane catapult between those two rear guns.
Jesus Christ. In my brain. My poor brain, guys. I think I did that last time again when I was using her.
Yes.
Right, I've got to keep an eye on your, not Dutch rudder, your hard rudder. Let's get that sucker going. Right, let's double check I haven't messed up. HE, check. Full spot, check. Hard ruddering over. Is she a fast turner? Well, she's stout, but she's not bad, guys. She's not bad.
It's only going at 16 knots, so
We'll
it
have
takes a while.
Kongo come right by 45 degrees.
Yeah, so you've seen her movement. You're doing exactly what you should. Obviously, you got the pursuer, you got the defender, the sniper, whatever you want to call it. You are HE loose spot as requested. How much does spread make a difference to 30 kilojars, viewers? I'd love to know that. I don't know what the answer is.
There was some discussion in the commentary last night about the last battle we did.
It was Warspite. We did Warspite, was the last one that the viewers saw.
Yes. So a few people commenting that the RM was particularly good with accuracy. Doesn't seem to play out in the game, and particularly good with dispersion as well. So when they hit, they actually hit in a small area. I don't think there are changes between navies that are that big, to be honest. So I don't think every gun and every fire direction system is modelled completely.
Turning a spotter off both of you guys, and you are HE full.
Yep.
Check. And we're going to stop your turn very shortly, just to get you on your defensive line.
Yeah, you can stop it there.
Aye, aye. We are rudder amidships. We are staggering 2 minutes in. These are not Iowa's viewers. You're not going to see hits at 30 kiloyards, he says, as you get an immediate magazine hit. So it's going to be. It's going to be. I actually kind of prefer these older ship battles because they get down and they get dirty. Yeah, they can be fun. Right, so you got your solution, Kongo. She has her solution. Yep, you're loose. That's as close as we're going to get for a while. Quarter of a mile.
Yeah, you can see the history of these ships. Even though they've been upgraded, the Kongo's got that huge seaplane launch between the rear turrets there. If you look at the New York, she's got those huge cranes on the side, which are actually used for getting the seaplane on and off as well.
Roger.
That's to retrieving the seaplane back onto the catapult on the top of that mid-gun. That'd be an interesting launch.
Wow, well, that's an interesting launch. Turn the turret, launch the plane.
Give it a boost.
Good shot, Kongo. Roger.
Couple of blank cartridges in the 14 inches, perhaps.
Yeah. Every time I look at this, I think that's the bow. Does anyone with me there? It just looks like the bow, and that looks like the. I don't know. It's weird.
Very sharp at the rear. Very sharp. Now, nowadays, correct me, valued viewers, if I'm wrong, we would tend not to do that because that
That's ahead.
would hydrodynamic drag.
Sure.
We've got a hit on Kongo already. Oh, my poor beloved ship. And on the engine as well, of course.
Yeah, it's slowed you down a little bit. You've lost 5 knots. That is playing right into New York's hands. However, I expect that to be repaired relatively soon, and it's unlikely you're going to get a follow-up hit.
Can I have narrow, please?
Aye, go into narrow. Solution is good. HE, narrow, fire. And
Yeah,
confirm.
same.
Aye, you got your solutions
Narrow.
up. HE, narrow, fire. Their relative percentages are good. You've got 99 on Kongo. You've got 90, high 90s on the American ship. Now, you can't compare them. They are relative to the gunnery of the ship, obviously. Oh, you've just lost it. Let's get that back on.
Yeah, spot on.
Spot on. So, interestingly, New York is losing her solution faster than Kongo. I didn't expect that to happen.
I'm now making
Well,
smoke.
Kongo was smoking
Yes.
from the fire.
On purpose, but I am smoking.
Unintentional, that fire will be dealt with, but they've got to deal with the fire, then they've got to deal with the flooding, then they've got to. It's a good shot. Then they've got to deal with the. So you just got enough plunging fire at 25 kiloyards to get through that deck, by the looks of it, because that's 5.2 inches there. It says.
I want to be out. I want to be inside that plunging fire range if I can get there. My secondaries kick in at about 20,000 yards as well. So.
One thing I would love is if this game showed, you probably can't do it now, but if this game showed the Citadel, so I knew where the Citadel was. I'm guessing it's kind of like that there, up there, but that really is a guess.
If Drac was around, I'm sure he'd tell us. But I think both of these are what they call turtlebacks. So they've got armour over a lot of it, but it's less. Whereas it's not the all or nothing armour that comes on later in the 1940s, whereby only the seriously critical components are actually secondary armoured. Everything's armoured to a degree, but then the Citadel is that secondary, the third layer of armour sometimes.
Roger, guys. I've got Kongo's spotter on. Obviously, everyone's guns are well in arc. Oh, just about in arc. I've got your spotter back on to get your accuracy up. Well, there was me saying you wouldn't see any hits at 30 kiloyards, and we've had 2 hits above 25 kiloyards, so that's impressive. Damager has been repaired. One thing I've learned since last time is historical damage that has been repaired, like that cell there. If you check the integrity value, is how much that is damaged for life. So, historical hits will affect later hits.
Yeah, New York's efficiency is down to 93% as well, so Kongo's is probably less than that.
Yep, just going to have a look. Oh, right in the superstructure.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
That was a gun.
Oh, it was HE, wasn't it? It didn't do anything. It was H. Or yeah, sure. I hit that gun and then it was a fireball moving back, wasn't it?
So we're going to come left. Those rear guns are just going to flat mark anyway. I can't afford to take this punishment. I need to get in there quick.
Okay.
So you need to go down to 180.
Aye.
Put that smoke on as well, just for.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So smoke is on. It's going to make it much harder to hit. I'm going to. Your spotter is on. I'd advise probably keeping it on since the smoke.
Yeah, absolutely at this range. Yeah.
New York, you're doing pretty, but you're going to need your spotter on now anyway, so let's turn that sucker on. Both are still plunging HE. Are you both still happy with HE?
AP on.
AP on is going for the killer
on.
below. Yep, so AP narrow spot. Get that spotter on. Check your gunnery.
I'm smelling that mag.
Yeah, smelling that mag, that's right.
As soon as we're down to 20,000 yards, I'll put AP on.
Right, let's get that. We're down to 22 kilyards. There's a classic old fire. Oh my god, what happened? Good shooting.
That's a mag shot.
It is a mag shot. It didn't blow. It penetrated, but didn't blow. Wow. New York, New York, New York. There's a song about that, guys. Well, it's definitely a good time to get your smoke on. Unless it hits that again, which is unlikely, they will be repaired. I think it looks worse than it is. That is still got a ways out. You're making 23 knots. I mean, you're 8 knots down, but it could be worse.
20,000 yards, I start being able to pen that side armour, so my secondaries come in. So that's when I want my guns on bearing. So I'm just going to motor in until I get that 20,000 yards, and then I'm going to see what happens.
Right, well, concentrate and get some repair work done.
That's my solution.
It's perfect. Do you want it off? I'd probably take it off, because you need to get your killer blows in now. Ammo is essentially infinite for today. You're on AP narrow. Your solution is good for against the smoker at 20 kilyards.
I'll just
Damage
have
is none.
come 20 degrees to the left, please, just as a manoeuvre to try and chuck that.
Left. Your left is...
It's too damned accurate. Look at that. I've still got the speed advantage at the moment, so I can play a little bit. So I just want to be zigging and zagging. Again, there was a comment the other day, can we pre-program the zigzags? We sort of can, but then we change our mind so much that there's no point in doing it.
That's a fair comment. I could literally draw a little wiggly line like that, viewers. But yeah. 24 knots, looking good. Damage is...
Okay, we'll change to AP, please.
Damage to AP, narrow, fire.
Ooh, close one.
20 kilyards, yeah, that was good.
One, yeah.
Good bracket.
And then we're just going to keep that turn going till all main batteries are on target, please.
Stand by, so let's have a look at that. We've got... I need to turn you a little bit more. I'll come back to you in a second, Dirty.
Now it's those frickin' secondaries.
Yeah, that's the problem. Right, smoke condition Kongo.
I'll go off and see if that puts my percentage up, to be honest, because I think it's probably affecting my percentage.
Oh, magazine! There's a magazine. Wow, that AP change was there. All right. Well, there's fight on, guys. There's fight on.
So I need to take my
back.
speed down, because otherwise that flooding will just put the bow down. So bring our speed down to 20 knots.
Gutted.
Do you see the time?
11 minutes. Not bad for a mag hit, guys.
Yeah, but I'm sensing a theme. Whenever I get a mag hit, it's about 11 minutes.
That's the 20,000 yard mark if somebody's charging you. So you either get it then, or they get into that immunity zone and you can't get it.
Jesus, guys. Well, I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I was hoping for a proper broadside fight, but talk about a thrashing. Not a single bit of damage.
I'm sure the valued viewers will tell me exactly what I've done wrong.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
Nothing really. It was a lucky...
I can't think of a better, lucky hit.
Yeah. Maybe it has a particularly vulnerable forward part of armour there. I mean, it doesn't have great armour.
She has no armour. She has belts of 8 and deck of 5, as opposed to 12.
And turrets at 9.
So she doesn't have the armour.
Yeah, so I've got weaker guns, I've got less armour, I've got less fire direction as well, so, yeah. I was hoping she'd go in and brawl, but...
Never mind.
You have more speed, bud.
We could get Yamato through, so we've got a Japanese through at least, but fine, whatever.
Historically, the Kongo class were actually upgraded so they could match the speed of the fleet carriers, the Japanese fleet carriers, so these were the close escorts.
Yeah.
So their job really was to fend off lighter craft that would have got close to the
cruisers and destroyers and stuff.
Cruisers, right. So you like cruisers. So that was their job. They were never really supposed to be taken on battleships. There was a battleship fleet just for that. And if you look at Midway, the two fleets are very separate. By about 200 miles at one point, I think. So that's my excuses laid out, valued viewers. Please comment.
Roger. One of those things, isn't it?
Yeah. Give us a subscribe, like us, do make a comment, please, folks. And if you've got time, there should be some new merch coming on board very soon.
You're back to your old self, Dirty. You may be in a service station in the middle of nowhere, but you're back to your old self. Evidently. Well, let's carry on, because you never know. We've seen comebacks before.
That's the attitude my boogie boards used to take when I tried to say.
Oh, jeez. It's a bad place to have a mag explosion at the front, because like you said, you're driving that hydro pressure against all your bulkheads you're trying to shore up, and it's going to spread, isn't it? It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, Drac was saying in the last video, wasn't it? Bismarck had to reduce her speed, not because she couldn't maintain the speed, but because she was leaking if she did maintain the speed. So once you take a hit, it's very hard to get back to that water integrity.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, the only that thing that's gotten hit on my ship is one of my rear turrets once.
It's weird, isn't it?
Bouncing blow with an HG shell. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Kongo did well on her last battle. She was fighting an Italian battleship, and she was slugging away, but just doesn't compare with the New York.
Yeah, I mean, at 25,000 yards, she's only got 2 inches of deck pen with those guns, so she's not going to go for the turret, even on AP.
Now, let's have a look at Japanese damage control. What can they do, if anything? Yeah, these guys, these guns are both out, aren't they?
Those guns are both out permanently because both mags have been taken out under the decks. I've got my secondaries firing, I believe. I've got my rear in on bearing. We're just getting nothing because our efficiency's down to probably 60% or so.
Yeah, efficiency's right down, and that affects everything. It affects
the front turret.
It affects the repair, it affects the fire control, it affects everything. Destroyed the front turret.
The New York really loves that front turret.
The thing is, if Kongo had stayed out at 25 kilyards and sniped, it would have got out sniped by New York. I'm almost certain of it. More guns.
She can't do damage. She just literally cannot pen at long range. She won't get through that deck arm.
Oh, drew the turret out. It actually killed the turret. Not that it matters now, but it killed the turret.
No, it could cost the turret.
That's the funnel cap.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, well.
No, that is fun. Yeah, we've got a funnel.
Damage coming in. All right, but it's still going, guys. It's still. This could be the world's best comeback. The world's best win. You've got everything.
Just about to get to 17,000 yards, which is where I just about get LPET.
Some damage, yeah.
I obviously haven't got Scotty in the engine room, have I?
Oh my God, all the guns are gone. All of the guns are gone. Blown up forever.
Wow.
Doesn't have a magazine.
Yeah.
Almost fully destroyed. Fully destroyed. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York class battleship. Modernised.
So on sea trials and on exercise, New York was actually complimented and given an outstanding performance review, and I think it was the late 1930s, just pre-war. She was actually the most accurate of the battleships at that time.
Roger, I'm taking control from you, Davros.
Rudder and midships, please.
I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing. Look, if I can get under your ship and sort of lift it up and break the back of it, maybe. That's my best bet. It still turns.
Good luck with that one.
It still turns. I've got no guns, but it turns. And New York is only going to get more and more accurate. If we can just...
How's my damage?
No, nothing. Nothing.
Yep. Spot on, please.
Aye, aye. We could just run her out of 264 rounds before we go down.
For each gun.
We've got for each gun. We've got a definite winner coming.
About my only chance now is that New York starts overpenning and the shells just go straight through me without coming
Nah, the bow is going under. Jeez,
yeah, that would be a scary sight, wouldn't it?
Right?
From the helm, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a bit low."
That makes a good thumbnail right there. It's smashing into
I'm
the ground.
surprised you managed to turn that well.
That should be some of the new merch, guys. Charge! Bow under the water.
I think we'd be making some calls and saying, prep the lifeboats.
I've got to turn you a bit.
5 degrees right, please.
Yeah. Look at that frigging gun station, guys. Look. Bam, 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 bam. Casemates.
Who knew? You take on New York and you get a beating.
I've been to New York once, but I'm not going to comment. Ding!
Hit.
That's another hit.
The angle the shells are coming in at, they're almost horizontal.
I'm pretty sure I'm going straight through your deck at this point, considering your angle.
Right.
You're going straight through that side armor, no problem at all.
Oh, this gun started working, for what it's worth. Look at that. Gun started turning.
Oh, it's a lie. Even my turrets have only got 9 inches. So, yeah. And the mags have only got 12 point. Well, the mags have actually got more armor than yours. They're both about 12 inches, but yeah, you've got 50 inches of pen now, so it's not going to go well.
Your extra armor didn't really save you there, Dap.
No. So again, this is why I would give. I mean, she's a battlecruiser. She's got big guns. She's quick. She's there as a screening force for reconnaissance in with force. She's not really meant to take on ships. New York was built as a ship of the line, refitted as a ship of the line. Very much a heavyweight battleship.
And Cap,
Yeah.
if you go straight at me, you basically shield your secondaries.
I'm really not that bothered at this point.
Just so you know.
My secondaries are not going to do any damage.
We've got 2 working mags at the rear there. We've
Do
got
we?
2 working guns as well. So.
Oh, they're back on. Do you want to... All right, let's fight.
Yeah,
bring it
let's
on.
Go. Let's keep going. Right. Yeah. Let's see.
Right, I did not see that coming. Down to 15
I'm
kilograms.
surprised the Kongo can
Ow.
do 16 knots.
Ow, big
she
engine.
just keeps smashing me. Yeah. My main fire director's gone as well. My bridge is completely destroyed. My efficiency's down to 50.
There's one funnel.
Never give up. Never give up, guys. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, Jesus, even the tiddlers are going. The 3 inches are going. They're firing everything out of Sarge. Look at the reload time on that. Ding, ding. Amazing, guys. Oh,
I mean, I know I come from merchant navy background, but I'm not used to being this much on target.
wow.
Are you sure about that?
Imagine being on that ship, all the hydro explosions going bam, 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 bam. We're firing! Get some!
There you go.
And we're over the horizon, finally. Well, I said we weren't going to get within 15 kilyards. Apparently I was wrong.
I've actually got something hanging off the side there.
Sure.
I think there's actually a bit of armoured decking sprawling out from the side there, isn't it?
I think there's a brilliant opportunity for a new game. Like this, a sim. Capital ships and big cruisers, but really highly modelled graphics with holes that go in and bits that get blown off. I think I would love to make videos of that and buy it, sell it. Hence, build it. Damn it.
We have had some calls to have a look at Admiral Dreadnoughts. I would suggest you don't, because you will get sucked into a void that you'll never escape from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this does the job pretty well, to be honest, and we found very few, apart from that really annoying bias against the British, we found very few problems with War on the Sea so far. Oh, yeah, funnels. That's old news, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, very old.
I made a hole!
Look at the rate of fire on those small guns. They're just going to peck, 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 peck. Better check your accuracy.
A lot of Davros' secondaries hit me right now.
Well, I mean, we're just waiting to sink now. I mean, that's an unwinnable position, but your fire has dropped off for the last, 8 minutes. It's weird how that works. I think you just felt sorry for us. I want to see the propeller. I'm not happy until I see some props.
That spume at the back should not be there.
We've still got 2 guns firing. What their ammo is. Out of interest, you'd almost run out of HE when you switch to AP. Ow.
Yeah.
How
So
do we have
why do
to...
we use HE at long range, folks? Because we're
Try
trying
to
to
spot
get
off,
those
please.
hits. I was trying to take more speed off so I could close quicker. I wanted to be at about that 20,000 yard.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
There we go.
All right, guys. It was a walkover. The question is, was it a fluke win? So you said it was gonna. You could have won. I still reckon you know, there was a possibility you could have won. You saw how well Nagato did against Iowa the other day. It didn't win, but it really, it scared Iowa. And this guy's probably proportionally more of a match against New York. But it was a lucky mag hit, wasn't it? Because the armor couldn't protect it. The shell was in the right place. It
Yeah,
happens.
we've not got the biggest guns on New York. What we have got is a very accurate fire direction system, and we've not got an awful lot of armour.
Well, that's also excitingly, that's the end of round 2 for the winners. So next week we're going to start the quarterfinals. We're going to go back to Alaska versus, I think it's Tirpitz. Just any final thoughts on Commander of New York?
I'm back, baby.
Apparently so. I hope you, from a service station somewhere in Norway. I hope you enjoyed that, viewers, and bye-bye.